Welcome to the Oddball Podcast, where we have reached our final episode. And today we have a very special episode because we have our whole entire team, the Oddpod, here. I am Johanna, your host.
And I'm Maya, your co-host.
I'm Emma, I guess, glorified cameraman.
Yeah, we are so excited to have you, Emma, on this side of the cameras. So thank you. You've always been behind the cameras. You're the voice, the face we don't see. So it's really great to have you on this side and have all of you here today.
Thank you.
Yay.
Guys,
Yes.
I'm feeling excited.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Does it feel different now being on this side of the cameras?
Yeah, second time. This side of the cameras.
Yep.
Still just as bad as last time, I would say. Still sweating. Still excited.
You don't
It's
feel
fine.
a little bit better now that you've done it?
No.
No?
Honestly, worse.
Well, that's okay.
Maybe like my third time on this side, I'm going to be just fine.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
be thriving.
There we go. Well, hopefully this is our final take on this last episode.
That's
so we have had a history of doing really well at filming all of our episodes, except for our first episode and our last episode, where we had to refilm both of them. So this is our second take on this particular episode. And our first one, also with Trina Gower, we had to do a couple of takes, but that was okay because we learned a lot on that
It's
first.
true.
Yeah.
It's true. The first one was the best one. This time,
Yeah.
inexcusable.
Right.
My own fault. You guys, I forgot to fix my camera.
Yeah.
Headless in the
was
first
chopped
take. That's okay. It's because I wasn't watching.
No,
right? It's
you're
fine.
right. It is.
It's fine. We're
Yeah.
here
It's different for you being on this side.
Well, yeah,
versus
usually
there.
we have Emma in the background.
supervising.
Making sure the cameras are all good and,
And
like,
working.
our audio's all good. We look all pretty.
Yeah.
You literally
Like,
can't tell.
like,
That's
no,
like
yeah,
the worst
like-
part. Like these cameras leave nothing
tiny.
for you to know.
No.
They just want you to just
trust.
do your thing.
Trust the
Yep.
process, right?
Yep.
And so we went through our first interview with Trina Gower, and we had to do that one as well twice. And when we originally started this little project, we thought that we were going to be a one-host show, and Maya was going to be our fabulous host. But that really proved a bit difficult, being that was your really first time ever hosting.
Yeah.
So super brave for you to take that on as a project. But yeah, it was a little intimidating, wasn't it?
Yeah, it definitely was pretty scary, and I'm glad that we did it the other way around because I really liked how this has turned out. So I think it's been good.
Me too. I think, in the end, we chose to take then a different method after realizing that one person hosting is a lot for
it's a tall order.
A new
for
person, yeah.
A first time podcast.
First timer.
Not even that. Like that
It's
was like first time on the mic, wasn't it?
Oh, and first time in
Yeah.
front of the camera.
Yeah.
That was a lot of
It's a lot of firsts.
True. Yeah, it was definitely intimidating.
Yeah. So, congratulations, though, for being brave
Yeah, thank
and
you.
trying it.
Congratulations to all of us.
That's
This
true.
was all
That's
like
right.
a new experience. For
Oh,
everybody.
absolutely. Yep. So then after we decided to redo then that first one was when we decided that we should co-host. So me and Maya came together and decided, hey, I will co-host this
Yeah.
project, which has been really cool because it's been fun. It's been amazing to co-host with you, to have my daughter with me. I feel old, but this is great.
Yeah, no, it's been like interesting to work with I've never had a business project with like family or anything, but I think
Right.
it turned out really good. Like I was a little bit nervous at first. I'm like, I'm gonna work with my mom. Like not like I'm gonna work with my mom, but a little bit.
But a little bit like, I'm gonna work with my mom.
Like a little bit like what's gonna happen, but it's all good. Like it's all chill. It's fun.
Yeah, it has been, and I mean, we have a lot of similar interests as far as, wanting to be creative and talk to people in our community. So it's worked really well. So that's been fantastic.
I feel like it's nice too because you guys can like talk about it anytime.
Yeah,
Right.
no,
Like
literally.
with us, we kind of have to pick a time. We have to be like, okay, we're gonna text about this right
Yeah.
now, or we're gonna meet up right now and talk about. But you guys can just like freely.
Yeah.
This is my idea. Boom.
No,
Free
she's
flow.
calling me at 10 in the morning. She's like, I have this new idea for this thing. And like, whatever. I guess 10's not that early.
I've tried to back off till 10.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Usually I'm up at 5:30, so.
Yeah.
My mom would not do that. She's like up. She's vacuuming 5:30.
Right.
5:30 in the morning.
like hitting your door.
Like
and
above
stuff, like,
everyone's
yeah.
rooms. I mean, I
Yeah.
just moved out, so I don't have that anymore.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
yeah, 5:30 in the morning, vacuum. No cares.
Like, no.
7 a.m. CBC.
have
Boom.
to clean this
Boom.
house for like
Yeah.
what?
So 10.
Doing
Cheers.
good.
That's pretty good.
So yes, so that's how it worked out with us. And then Emma, you and I started talking about this podcast here, and we kind of thought, hey, let's try putting this together. And it was really kind of organic how we started, collaborating
Yeah.
on ideas and that. And we never thought in a million years, really, that we would be here.
No, I thought we were just going to have this idea and it was going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And then we were like maybe going to pick away like one time a year we would do something.
Yeah.
And then instead, like 3 days later, boom, we got the money.
Yeah.
Thank you, TELUS.
Thank you.
And now we're here, guys.
And now we're here.
Last episode,
Yeah.
season 1.
Yes.
Crazy.
Absolutely. Season 1 is done, hopefully, for
Yeah,
us.
no, this time, this is the last take.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
The chapter is closed after today.
Because it has been amazing. So we did, like I said, the retake of Trina Gower on our first episode, and she was a great guest. If you recall what we talked to her about as an Indigenous artist and a filmmaker, and she also worked on a podcast last year too. So that was
Yeah.
kind of the way we kicked off, is talking to her about her journey, and then how for us, like, what do we do? We're
Yep.
brand new. Here we
Yep.
go.
Yeah, no, that was so nice to have, and specifically the TELUS money too. Like
Yeah.
to also be a StoryHive storyteller, I think was
Yeah.
huge for us just to be able to talk to her about that. Like without
Oh,
her,
absolutely.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
I would have been confused.
Yep, absolutely. No, she was fantastic. And then from there, we went to Braden Jensen on our second episode, and he was awesome because he's so easy to talk to. That was
yeah,
good.
he was a super fun guest to talk to. I was like still pretty nervous at that point, so I think like he made it pretty easy, pretty fun podcast.
Made it a bit more relaxing to talk to.
Yeah,
It looked like you guys were having fun.
yeah, it was fun.
It was, yeah. It was a lot of fun talking to him. And of course, him being a musician, playing music and a teacher as well. He's such a good, just has this good persona that comes across and makes it very safe and easy to talk to and
sure.
stuff with his background. And that episode did go very well. That was a fairly smooth one. That
Yep.
one we felt all pretty confident after.
Honestly, I
No
wasn't
retake.
there, so that's probably why.
Oh,
It
right.
was just safe. It was safe for me and the technical difficulties. That's okay.
Well, the first technical difficulty was the audio.
Oh, that's
kinda,
very true.
So, but like,
we're all taking a turn.
That's
Yeah,
true.
yeah,
The very
exactly.
first episode, you're right, folks. I did forget to hit record on the audio. Better make sure I did that today. Yeah, I did. But I
Yes.
did forget to hit record. So regardless of you, Maya, being nervous on that first episode, we never could have used it because
It's fine. They never even would have heard that you were nervous.
but I'm
So-
glad.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
So it worked out good. Yeah. And so then from there, who did we have on our third episode? I think.
We were with Carl, number 3.
Right.
that
Carl
seems
Madsen.
so weird that we like in my head. I feel like we did more episodes at the house before we did that.
Right. In our studio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know
it
we
wasn't.
didn't,
Yeah. Oh, I mean, maybe because we had to do, like I said, the first episode twice.
Yeah, there was
Um,
technically 2 takes in the house before Carl.
It just seems like such a jump because it was summer, and then I remember
And then it was
Carl,
not
when
summer
it was
anymore.
Not summer, it was
Yeah.
winter. I guess that's
Was it winter?
Well,
Really?
yeah, and it
Oh,
snowed
was
already.
snowing. I remember
Oh,
carrying all our
right.
equipment.
Yeah,
like,
and I think that
in
was
the
the first
snow and,
snow,
like-
like
Oh,
the
fair
October
enough.
snow.
yeah.
Right. So yeah, so then we did go talk to Carl, and it was really cool, and that was neat. That was our first time being on location at another studio, and Carl's space was amazing. There were so many things to look at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super cool. I think we all really liked being on location, and we should definitely do that more.
Yeah.
I
it's
think so.
definitely like my preference.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with this space. It's
Nope.
good. Great
it's
vibes.
fun. It's
But I
like-
love to poke in other people's stuff. I love to see
think
what
so.
they're up to.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's more fun for people watching to see like these things that we don't get to see all the time. Or like
Yeah.
be in a space you would never get to be in.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
kind of
like different
exciting.
background.
Yes, we did like that. So, and it was really cool. And the conversation with Carl went fairly well as well. He's such an easygoing person, and talking again, it's interesting. A lot of all of the artists and folks that we talked to throughout this whole first season, they don't just do one discipline of art.
No, they're doing it all.
They do it all.
Yeah.
It's like they may do this, and then it was like, oh no, we do this. You pin down Carl, right? Like he's done filmmaking, and then he's a welder and a sculptor, and then he's like a artist,
And he
like
paints and he
and
draws.
and,
Yep.
and sings and does it all. So, and that's what I found with a lot of our guests is they do a lot.
Yep.
When you're creative, I don't think it's really held in a box.
No, I don't think I know anybody, and especially not on this season, who does only one thing.
No.
Like everyone is doing like at least 5.
Right.
Probably more.
Maybe
we're
more.
all doing at least
because
5.
how are you not? Like, if you're gonna be like drawing, then I don't know. I feel like you're gonna be like also painting or sculpting and like doing other things, or just even doing something totally different, like music or something. Like, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. It's in your blood. It's in your bones.
Yep.
From there. So then after Carl, we went to talk to Natalie and Donna, and that was really cool that we went out to their new kitchen.
Yeah, their
space,
freeze-dry kitchen.
the freeze-dry kitchen, and that's also a cool story how they took 2 granary buildings and put them together to make that kitchen space, which is kind of a common theme if you think of this area, how people have transformed a lot of different granaries into different
Yeah.
well, maybe just art space.
Mostly.
That's the thing, mostly art space, but I guess some bed and breakfasts out there.
Yeah,
I
there's
suppose,
good stuff going on.
But yeah, that was neat though to go see how they did that, and that space too. So that was another on location episode that we did.
Did we tour? Like, did we video tour that space and put it in the
and
episode?
we really should have. Like, we took some pictures of it and stuff, and like pictures of them in the kitchen.
Yeah.
But we didn't do.
I think
we should have had them.
That's
do like
something
a tour.
I would do
Yeah.
differently, like next season. However that shakes out to be happening, like I think we should get a little bit more. Maybe we should bring another person on and get like behind the scenes, or if we get another
Fair,
camera,
yeah.
then I can roam while you guys are doing your
Yeah.
thing, and we can have
Fair.
just so much more. Because like there's so much we
Like,
didn't
behind
show
the scenes.
people.
I know.
Well,
There's so
absolutely,
much,
you're
like,
right.
behind the scenes, like content, like footage. Yeah, that
Yeah.
we've been doing.
So I think that'd be cool for us to try next time.
Absolutely. And I mean, again, this was a brand new journey for all of us. This talking about our own backgrounds a little bit, this is new. None of us have done this podcast or video. My background is in radio and sound production. Your background is
Not in any of this at all. Like, at all.
and Emma, your background, you come from the sound world, music
Yeah,
world.
like the event planning, but not
Yeah.
the videoing.
Yeah.
Not the film. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I appreciate film.
Oh, totally.
I love to consume film.
Yeah.
I don't know jack about making it.
Yeah.
Like, ooh.
Yeah. So that was, like I said, the whole learning curve for all of us. And, we do have
100%.
to also right now give a shout out to Gwen.
Yes.
Who, when we did start this project, we thought we could be editors because, like, how hard could
Yeah,
it
how
be?
hard could it be?
How hard could it be?
How hard could it be? Turns
It's-
out it's really hard, guys.
It's harder than we want to try.
It's pretty much impossible to me. Like, I don't know. It's not obviously to Gwen. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
No.
It's
So
just
thank
not-
you, Gwen. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
jumping in and saving us for the editing horrors.
Yeah, the terrors.
This could have been a foreign dubbed movie.
Yeah, it could have been
It could have
quite
Fair
questionable.
Yeah, really bad.
It's not though.
No.
So
We're
amen.
doing good. We're
Yeah.
awesome.
Speaking of Gwen, you guys, she sent me some really good questions this morning.
Oh, good.
So I'm just gonna have a little 5-minute
Yeah.
grill of you guys, if you will. First,
Okay.
actually, I have my own question before I'm scrolling through my phone. What
Okay.
is one thing that you all want to work on in between seasons? Like, I want to work on paying more attention to like how people are filming, and like maybe even take a couple like little online classes on like podcast filming and like
Yeah.
that business, because I feel like I want to have more fun with it. So the best way to do that is just by learning what other people are doing. But I want to bring that to the next season.
Totally. That's a good idea.
Yeah, no, I like that. I think for me, I kind of been thinking the same, not necessarily on that end, but hosting wise, right? Like, what other things can we do to just improve our hosting and our presence on the camera? Because, we are here all of a sudden on this side of the camera. The other thing I know what I'd really like to do for us too is create some sort of an intro for us too, right? And like just cap it off with a really cool kind of intro. So adding that to maybe next season would be cool, that we have something consistent going across for that.
Maybe put more like cool visuals or something in
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Anything you want to learn?
Yeah, I think that just like kind of like going off like hosting presence or whatever, I want to get better at asking more questions, because I think a lot of times after the podcast I'll like walk away and I'm like, oh, I should have asked that, or like talked about that kind of thing. So like just getting like quicker about thinking about it in the moment while I'm talking to the person, because the cameras kind of do throw you off a little bit, and then like
And like the time
It's not-
constraint,
yeah.
I'm like always thinking, okay, we could have probably 5 really good conversations, but they can all only be this long. And
Right.
that's, I feel like, good thing I'm not hosting, because I
Right.
would ruin it. Because I would be like, oh, our 5 minutes is actually over. Next.
Next.
Yeah. So you
Right.
guys, like, cheers
Yeah.
to you guys, because you've been navigating that way better than I would. Like, actually. So
Just
thank
going
you.
with whatever.
Going with the
Emma's
flow.
like, we have 5 minutes left. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Slow wind down. Okay, let's see what Gwen's got.
Okay,
I didn't
other
even read them,
questions.
you guys. I haven't opened them yet. They're
This
a
is fun. I didn't
surprise.
know we were getting questions. This is
Yeah.
I just wanted
No.
to bring something to the table
Yeah.
because you guys have been working so hard all season.
Well,
I
you've
thought,
done great.
hey,
This is
but I
awesome.
haven't had to communicate to people. So
Right.
this
your
is
time
my
to shine,
funny
though.
attempt
Yeah.
at pretending to be you guys.
Okay.
Courtesy
Here
of
we go.
Gwen.
Of Gwen.
Okay. First question. Who is your dream guest of, like, people we know, or maybe someone you wish that we knew, but like a local?
Oh, okay. Like, look, I was thinking like
Yeah.
famous people. I'm like, hold on.
Oh boy, a dream guest. Huh. Well, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
I'm
I
trying to
know.
think
I
of
don't
like
know.
all the
Who's
different
yours?
artists.
Do you have one?
I
Who would be
think
yours?
Yeah.
I really want to talk to Bert.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's, like, a personal venture for me. But, like, he's been doing sound for so long, and we're doing it in such different ways. And,
Yeah.
like, you know, he was, like, on the full analog.
Right.
And I've
yeah.
never got, like, the privilege of working on a just analog board.
Yeah.
And I would just love to talk to him about it.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one too. I would love to pick Bert's brain. So for our viewers, Bert owns a local recording studio, solar power. So what is it? What does it call it now?
Peace-
He is a
Peace
pretty, like,
Solar
kooky
Productions,
guy,
I think.
Yes, Peace Solar Productions. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right there. And he has a beautiful little studio that all of the folks that I know in this area,
Everyone's
a lot of people
recorded with
records
Bert.
Bert. So
Yeah.
he's the man.
Yeah.
He's the man. And you're right. I would love to talk to him. I think another artist that, oh boy, that we'd like to talk to, or I'd like to talk to, is I am kind of loving the Matson family in the sense that we did talk to Carl Matson, but then his mom Emily is also a fabulous artist, and then brother Dean
Yep.
is also an artist. I just think it would be really cool to continue talking to the rest of
We
them
should get like
as well.
one big
Yeah.
family.
And, like,
Yeah,
honestly,
maybe.
if we could have, like, a farm tour with them
Oh, no
and just,
kidding.
like,
So
all their
cool.
studios, all their spaces, I think it'd be so cool to have, like, a
Yeah.
double header Sweetwater episode.
Right.
And
Yeah.
just talk
God, I
about the
miss Sweetwater.
festival. Like,
Fair, yeah.
oh, it would be such a dream, seriously.
That one would be cool. Anybody for you that pops out mind?
I don't know. Like maybe I'll think of one like during this episode, but right now I have no idea. Like dream guest, I don't know.
Fair enough. You could say your mother.
My
Yep.
mom, yeah, but we
Boom.
are.
There
like,
you go.
But I like interview you every day, basically.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
Open book quiz.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. What else
Okay,
does
what
Gwen
else?
have for questions?
Where did our oddball name come from? That's actually a great question.
That is
And
a
I
good
don't
question.
think we've, like,
I
gone
think
into it yet on this
not really.
season.
I think we were all sitting exactly where we
Yeah.
were sitting here in our little studio,
Yeah.
talking about the concept for the idea of the show, and I don't really how do you guys recall the story? I think we just said
We
something
were
like
just
that was
I think
Yeah,
it
we were
was
trying-
you, I think, who came up with it.
right.
More as a joke than anything.
I think so. I just said, I think we should call it the Oddballs, and I think I was thinking of the musical instruments because there are
Yeah.
actually, and I have some, and they're called Oddballs.
I can see I'm looking at them right now.
And
Yes,
they're
the
a musical
Oddballs.
instrument that you can put music or different sound effects onto, and when you bounce them, they make sounds.
Like
And I've
layered
always-
tracks. Right?
Yeah, totally layered. And I've always loved playing with them. I think they're really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know where they think that they're odd, but I thought this is kind of odd. Like for us, we're wanting to interview the odd people in
Yep.
our community, the artists, the people that are doing things a little bit weird or quirky, and so that's kind of to me where it kind of came from. But yeah, you're right. I probably threw it out as just like a joke, not
Yeah,
thinking that
and
we
then
were
it
gonna
was
stick.
like perfect.
Yeah.
And then we all at the same time were kind of thinking about colors, and we were like, orange is cool.
Yep. Yeah, we all like the kind of retro feel, so
Yeah.
we went with that. And then, I don't know, somewhere along the line, then we came up with the idea of us being the Oddpod, which I love. And I love it when we have our guests then that they get to join the Oddpod.
Oddpod.
That, we have this select group of Oddpodders
Yep.
out there. So if you want to be an Oddpodder, get on our show.
That's right.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just kind of was one of those things that just seemed to make a perfect sense.
It just kind of
Yeah.
fell into place.
Kind of fell in, and then we got our beautiful banner here.
Yeah. Thank you, Caitlin, for making this thing. Speaking
Yeah.
of Caitlin, another dream guest.
Yes.
Yeah,
Another
she'd be
dream
good to
local.
interview.
Yeah.
Like,
We should get her on.
Yeah, and so we did hire a local artist, Caitlin, to paint us our banner that you will see in B-roll. She painted it for us. We kind of threw out this idea. We really didn't know what we were doing. We didn't give her a lot of direction other than retro, and we like orange, and our name is the Oddball.
Put on the word oddball.
Yeah.
Boom. Here's 3 cryptic sentences.
Yep.
Make us a logo.
But she did a really good job.
Oh,
Yeah,
she did
she
a
turned it out.
fabulous job.
It's like exactly what we wanted it to be.
Exactly. Yeah. No, it was wonderful. And so this beautiful banner, we do try to take it with us and where it makes sense. We've had it here in the studio. We are thinking for season 2 of being more on the road and in people's studio spaces. So it will be coming with us. And so it's a little piece of Caitlin.
Yeah.
Every day.
It's our little travel buddy.
It's our little travel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was hard to come up with a name, though. I feel like we sit for a while, before it came to us.
Definitely. We were letting it brew.
Mm-hmm.
It did. Yeah. That's why I like it so much, is because it actually just came. We didn't force it.
No.
Because there was the first, when we first started talking about it, we're like, oh, what are we going to name it? And then we had a real, we're going to sit here in the living room and try and figure it out.
Yeah.
And then it took a while. Yeah. But I'm so glad I like it.
I'm having war flashbacks right now of when you were sitting in your office.
Right.
Yeah,
and
that's
we
what
were
I was thinking about. Yeah.
torturing you slowly to make you speak this little speech
Oh,
into
right.
the microphone.
That was so bad.
And I was like, oh my God, Maya is literally going to quit. She hates us.
Yeah,
she
I
does
was like
not want to
that.
do this at all. And then it happened. And then the mix down was awesome.
And then it worked.
And that little trailer was sweet.
yeah.
And then
still
TELUS
don't
loved
like
it.
but-
And then we were
So
here.
thank you for being our spokesperson to TELUS.
Yes.
Yay.
Yay, my.
Yeah,
job.
I think our other clip that we sent them was a lot better.
Oh, our next
Our
pitch.
next
Oh,
one.
yeah.
Our next pitch. But yeah.
But that's all part of the growth, right?
Yeah.
That's our
Well,
growing.
dude, think about it. You were sweating and shaking, sitting in this
Yes, I
office,
didn't like that.
speaking
Yeah.
into a microphone, and now you're relaxed, you're comfortable.
You're here.
Yep.
Nice.
Talk about growth. Seriously.
No kidding.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I haven't thought about that in so long.
I know.
That,
I keep
initial
thinking,
pitch.
yeah, about when we first, very first started in the K-Pac office, and
Yep.
yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's been a journey. Like I said, we have been through so much over this time period. I mean, these things don't just happen overnight. We just didn't decide.
Yeah.
We decided. We applied for funding. We received funding. Then the reality.
Yeah, it
the
actually
reality
sunk
hit
in.
us that we had to do this.
Yeah.
And
And
the
it's not as
logistics.
easy as we thought it was going to be.
No,
It
not at
wasn't
all.
just to show up. Here's 1 hour of our day. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Off we go.
Yeah.
No, it takes forever. Not in a bad way, but it takes forever
It
for
takes
us to
longer.
make one
Yeah.
episode.
Oh, it does. It's about, start to finish here when we start recording. It's about 4 hours.
Yeah.
By the time, we're done setting up, tearing down, and, get
Figured out, winding
especially have a
down.
guest here and
Yep.
stuff. It takes a bit of time. Gwen, she puts in her time, of course, doing all of the editing that that it takes, and then the coordinating of all of our guests too.
Yeah.
Just because we want somebody to be on our show this week doesn't necessarily mean it works in their world, or life stuff happens, because that also happened where we had guests that we had planned and last minute they had to back out because
Yeah.
of family emergencies or whatever it may
Whatever's
be. So,
happening.
for me, the biggest thing I know I've learned is just to go with the
Yep.
flow.
And
It's
let it
Yeah,
happen.
let it happen. It's
Yep.
gonna go.
Man. Okay,
Yeah.
well, where did we end off? We're introducing all our guests.
Yeah.
We got halfway.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
got halfway to
We
Natalie and Donna.
had some fun with
Donna.
Natalie and Donna. And then who did we hang out with next?
Also, guys, check out their website.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
check
Diamond
out the
Hitch.
Diamond Hitch.
Diamond Hitch.
And they do the freeze
freeze-dried
dry.
food.
Yeah.
Also order it while you're there.
Yes.
Because Emma's
absolutely.
tried it.
Yeah.
Right? But
5 stars
Yeah.
from me.
You loved
And
it.
I'm a big food consumer. And
Cool.
I wouldn't lie. So
Nice.
5 stars only.
Love it.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, guys, who were
So
we
then-
hanging out with next?
So then after that, we went to, was it Catherine? I want to say it was Catherine.
Yeah, she came down. And
Yeah.
that took forever because the snow was so bad.
Oh, yeah. It was terrible weather. And then Catherine, I think, also was an episode that unfortunately I think you were sick, Emma.
Yeah, I was
And
out.
then we had stand-in cameraman Tony.
Right.
So thank you,
Yeah.
Tony, for being our stand-in
Thank you,
cameraman.
Tony.
Thank you. That was great. That was also not Emma. So we missed Emma.
Yes,
that
we did.
episode.
What is that flu called?
Bad flu.
Influenza A.
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was COVID, but it was influenza A.
Really?
Yeah, don't get it.
Yeah, damn.
No.
That
That's
sounds
all
like
I
serious.
have to
Yeah.
say. Yeah, it was crazy. So
Yeah, we missed you there for a little while
Yeah.
being sick, but
it was like
we did get
3
help
weeks.
Yep.
Tony had to cover my butt for
Yep,
3 weeks.
for a few weeks there. But
Yeah.
Catherine was a fantastic guest as well. That was a lot of fun talking to her. And again, talk about our guests that do lots of medium and lots
Yeah.
of art. She doesn't just do one thing. She did it all. You know, she does the printmaking, which I think is really cool.
I'm so sad that I wasn't here. Like, I've never met her before.
Right.
She brought us stuff too.
Yeah,
like,
she
to
brought
show, like
Some
she brought like
gifts,
beaded stuff.
Yeah,
and
some of her beadwork.
offerings.
Yeah.
Man, yeah, she seems so cool. So
Yeah.
I was actually
Yeah, it
pretty
was
jealous
fun.
of you guys because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I want to meet her so bad.
Well, and she, again, hopefully we'll be able to have all of our guests back together when we do our launch party for this whole podcast. And
Yeah.
we'll have everyone in the same room and be able to mingle there. So you'll get to meet
My
her
chance
then.
is coming.
Your chance is coming.
Boom.
So then after that, we went to Larissa. Larissa Scriven.
We had a triple hit of Fort St. John, wasn't it? In a
We
row.
did kind of have
and
folks.
Then Amy, yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I
we
guess
did
you're right.
Catherine and then Larissa and then Amy all came down from Fort St. John.
Thank you, Fort St. John,
To
for
our little
having
studio.
wonderful artists.
Mhm.
You know, we could seriously, we could
No,
have done
yeah.
this season without Fort St. John.
Nope. Well, I mean, our two communities are so close, and the art just flows right
Yep.
from one to the other. So Larissa was fabulous. You know,
Yeah,
a lot of
wonderful.
what I know of Larissa has been in the music world, but again, she does lots of different things too.
Yep.
So
Figure skating.
yes, and figure skating
Cats.
was really cool.
I was
Yeah.
surprised to like learn that she was a figure skater
Yeah.
because I was just listening to one of her songs and then I seen she uses it in her videos or she makes figure skating videos and stuff too. It's like, oh, that's so cool. But
Well, it is. You know, it's not something that you necessarily.
No, you wouldn't normally. I mean, I wouldn't see a musician who's successful in playing shows and making money from being a musician.
she's also really good at like her music is so good.
Mm-hmm. And then I wouldn't assume, oh, you're also a figure skater and care more about figure skating maybe than music.
Yeah,
Right?
it's like-
Maybe you're
Yeah.
more passionate about that. That's what I was
Yeah.
taking away. And she's such a phenomenal beater. Like,
Yeah.
man, she's just so talented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I follow her on Instagram now, like since we did our podcast with her, and I'm always watching her stories. And she's in this like cute little cabin too. I just think she's so like creative and
Yep.
like artsy. and
She lives a
doing her
cool
thing.
life.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. She's totally doing it.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a neat episode. And then
Blessed by Gma.
Gma, oh my gosh. I have to say that episode was probably one of my favorite, just because Amy came down in full character and stayed in character for that whole entire time.
Yes.
That was
An
quite
accomplishment
amazing.
like no other.
Oh,
was so
no kidding. And those teeth, like, those were obviously
makeup,
not real
the
teeth
outfit.
and makeup, but she kept it all together and
Ugh.
kept it all in. She kept character for the whole entire, yeah.
Yeah,
Filming.
I wasn't. I
No.
was not. I lost my character. I was just laughing.
Yeah.
Good job behind the camera though, not laughing.
Thank
Like,
you. I was
would've died.
choking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I was not doing well. That was the funniest. Like, I've never been in a room with someone who's just that funny without even trying.
Yes.
Like, she
She's
literally
hilarious.
wasn't doing anything. She was not even sitting in character. She was just sitting.
There.
And I was like,
Yeah.
this is the funniest thing I have ever seen in my life. Like, I
Yeah.
can't even be near it.
Yeah, and that whole, you know, interview when we started talking about having Amy on as a guest, originally the whole idea was, oh, she's also a musician. We'll probably talk about music, right?
Right.
But then this whole thing about the Gma came out of like left field, and it's awesome. So
Yeah.
not only is she again a musician and a fabulous one, but
And a writer.
her writing that she's doing for plays not plays. We're gonna collaborate on making some radio plays, but her stories that she's written and this whole persona that she has of Gma and her YouTube channel. So you'll have to go check out Amy the Gma
Yeah.
on
The
YouTube.
We'll
Frickin'
we'll
see
link
her.
everyone's accounts and
Yes.
websites and everything
We
at the
will.
end of this. By we, I mean Gwen.
Right.
Thank
Gwen's
you,
gonna put it
Gwen.
in for us. Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you, Gwen.
Yeah. So yeah, we had Gma.
Yep.
And
she
now-
was there.
It's us.
And then it was us, and that was our 8 episodes, and now it's us doing our recap. Like, I can't believe we've gone through 8 episodes, and we did it.
We did
We
it.
did it, ladies.
We did
high
it.
five. Give
Yeah,
us a high
guys,
five.
seriously.
We did it.
Boom.
Oh, that was so good.
So
bad.
bad.
Five.
I thought we were gonna like.
No, I liked.
Okay.
I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Gwen, guys, let's go back to Gwen.
Okay.
Okay.
questions.
Yeah, I'm not done harassing you
Oh, good.
yet, so don't even worry.
I love it. That you got questions.
Oh, this is a fun question. How did we decide on our team?
Ooh, well, I think our team started again. I'm always on the hunt for grants.
Yep.
I think I found the grant that we wanted to apply for. I love collaborating with you, and you were right there. And I said, hey,
It's true.
what do you think about this idea, Emma? And then I think I just happened to be telling Maya about this because I get excited about projects and try to call her at 10 in the morning to tell her about these things.
Exactly.
The perfect hour.
The perfect time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you decided that you thought it was really cool. And then we thought, why not all three
Get
of us,
someone
right?
new on here.
Absolutely.
Yeah. First
And
kick at the can.
Yeah.
Killing it.
So that's how it kind of started. It started with the three of us. And then from there, we just, took a wild stab in the dark and thought, well, let's just put our team together and see what happens. And then it grew. Like I said, we realized editing was not our thing. So that's when we got
Branched
Gwen.
out, expanded.
And, we'll have to have Gwen on too.
Yeah.
We'll do an episode with her because she definitely as well, not just as our editor, she does her own filmmaking and short films and
Works
long
at the art
films
gallery.
does
Hangs
lots.
out with the
Yep.
people.
Totally. Yeah. But yeah, so I think that's kind of...
It was like very natural.
It was.
Yeah, it wasn't. We didn't have little team auditions. Like it didn't.
No,
feel like
no,
that.
yeah.
Like it was like, let's do a podcast together because we want to.
But would it be fun to do auditions?
I think it would be pretty funny. We could do
We
auditions.
would hold the audition.
Yeah.
I feel like,
What if we did like we could do like open call auditions and pick like a few.
I just want someone
Maybe.
to like juggle for me. or
Yeah,
something.
to like,
Juggle,
Like,
right.
for
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
mid-show entertainment. Like you
Yeah,
want to
yeah, yeah.
come be on an episode, but we don't maybe have 40 minutes of content to talk about with you.
Right.
But you have 5 minutes of juggling 7 balls.
Yeah.
Come here.
Right. Totally. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
See, and that's where it comes to the oddball.
Yeah.
And that's what we're looking for is, not to say that all of our, I don't look at us being odd as a bad thing.
No, I think
so.
it's
I call
positive.
all of our artists odd because
Yeah.
that's what they are, right? They're living outside of the norm, trying to do, the best,
The best they
live
can.
the best life they can, really. And that's great that they are doing that. Right?
Yes.
A lot of people, it's scary for them to even attempt it.
Well, and this leads me to my final Emma and Gwen question.
okay.
If money was not a factor, what would you do in the arts like full time? What's like your ideal? You would have as much money as you needed to
Right,
survive.
okay.
You'd be fully funded. Like this is like my utopia.
Right.
Like what does that look like for you? Is it in the arts or are you doing something else?
Well, I know for myself, it would be I love audio. I love creating audio, not necessarily in the music sense of it, but radio plays, podcasts, radio shows, recording. Actually, I started a new little project where I'm doing a poetry project and putting soundscapes behind them. So doing more stuff like that where I just love sound. So it would be spending probably all day in a studio.
Nice.
I don't know. I would probably be in like if money wasn't a factor, like be in like a big, like city and just like want to be like hanging out with like creative people all the time. Maybe like make like a movie or something. That would be cool. Like, I don't know. Like,
Right.
you could do anything if money doesn't like
Right?
matter.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I would try and make a movie.
Make a movie. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a full on like a fictional film.
I don't know how like fictional it would be. Maybe not like a movie, but like some kind of film, like maybe like an hour long or something.
That would be cool.
like some kind of like video, like media piece. I don't know.
You should do it anyway.
Yeah. You should.
True. I mean, I guess we can. Like,
Oh, absolutely. And guess what? We have fantastic professionals in our community too that often will host workshops even.
Yes. We're surrounded by the filmmakers.
We're very lucky.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do. I've been thinking about it since like this morning because that's the one I did see because it was the last one that
Right.
came through.
Yeah.
New idea.
I have no idea.
No, tell me it. Tell me your new idea.
Okay. I would live in a van and I would drive around to a bunch of different like places and like interview like random people in like their different countries or different towns and just like get to like learn about their culture and stuff. That would be cool.
That sounds
And like put it
ideal.
all, yeah, that's ideal.
Yeah.
Scratch my movie idea. I don't want to make a movie.
You can make
I'm
a
over
movie
it.
about the process of
Yeah.
you meeting all these new
Yeah,
people.
that's what
Yeah.
my movie will be about. Yeah,
That would
there
be
we go.
freaking sweet.
I like that.
I think you should do it anyway. Still, this
You
is an
can.
achievable goal.
I need a van.
It's fine.
They're out
My
there.
Kia's not gonna work.
I don't know. I think like if money wasn't a factor, I would really like to tour like with a band.
Ooh.
because then I could, like if money doesn't matter, I can fly people that I want to see to me, or I can go to
Right.
them on like a week turnaround or whatever. And like that doesn't stop me then, because like that's the only thing that's ever like held me back from like wanting to go a step further and like wanting to try and get on with a band, even if I'm just like roadie. Like I don't care. Like I love to be like load in, load out, anything. Like I'll do anything.
Right.
It's all
Yeah,
fun
yeah,
to
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be gone like
Yeah.
for a month, 2 months, 3 months, or if it's not that hard to, it's not that it's easy, but if you're in, it's not that hard to climb if you want to.
Yeah.
So like you can do a 1 month tour with a local band, and then all of a sudden next year you're on this world tour that's 8 months long because you put the stage out faster than the next guy.
Right.
Like that sounds crazy to me, to just be gone for that long.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, unless you love being on the
But you
road.
get
Yeah.
to see so many
But yeah,
cool
you get to do
things,
so many
like,
cool things.
and meet so
Yeah.
many cool people. So like,
Yeah, but then at
But
the
that
end of
would
the
be
day,
super
like
sick.
it's the job insecurity is crazy because
Yeah.
it's like, yep, you booked this great contract, and then it's just gone.
you just have to be
Yep.
really good at
Yeah,
good at your job.
Yeah.
like
I guess so.
I don't know.
It's crazy.
But,
Like, and like the same with theater. Like I don't know how people can do it. Like
Yeah.
you get this great contract, you book this awesome show, and then your show's done, and it's like, okay, does your agent have a next place for you to land? Like, do you have a next place to land? What happens then? Like, how do you even
Yeah.
function?
It's a
that's
whole
true.
uncertainty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be great to have somebody from that industry come to talk to.
It's almost like we know one of them.
Somebody. We might know somebody.
Yeah. Speaking of her, actually, she just booked me a trip to New York for my birthday.
Amazing. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
Way to go.
Thank you. But just guys, like the thought
That's
of being
crazy.
in New York, like
Cool.
around the people who are doing what we
Yeah.
like to do.
Yeah.
But that's the only people there.
Yeah.
Like
That's
you
what I
don't
mean,
live in
yeah.
New York unless something you want to be doing full time
Right.
is in the arts.
Yeah.
You don't live there for
Hey,
any
we'll
other
go
reason.
there and make contacts for us. We'll
Right?
go get in Maya's van
Yeah.
and we'll go
and
down.
we'll drive to New
In my
York.
Kia.
So we'll put together our mobile studio
Yep.
that we're going to travel around
the
in
road.
and hit the road and go everywhere. I love
We
it.
should go at
We
least
should
to
do it.
Halifax.
Yes.
And then we can come back the top way.
Yeah.
And we'll
sure.
do the full Canada.
No, we're never
bam.
coming back. We're
Sure.
Yeah, I might
gonna
not.
stay on the road.
Do they still have the
forever.
train? We could just do the
We
train.
should take the train.
Wouldn't that be cool? Podcast from the train.
On the train, think of the people that you
I know.
could meet on a train car.
And then you can just get off because they're usually those passes, right? That
Yep.
you can get on and off, I think.
Yeah.
Oddball from a train.
I'm not saying no.
Nope, I'm not saying
No.
no.
It's just one summer.
yeah, yeah.
We can
why
all take
not,
a
hey?
summer off.
For sure.
No, it would be so fun. I don't
I
need
love
to
it.
take anything off. I don't do anything. So
No,
Go
this would be
travel.
great. We could do it.
Guys, yeah.
So speaking of the future for us, we are not giving up on our dream of podcasting.
trucking
That's
along.
for sure. We are going into season 2 with or without any funding. We know we're committed to going forward
That's right.
with what we can do.
Yep.
We're even so committed that we are going to create a bonus season
Yes.
in between
1.5.
season 1 and 2 called 1.5. It's
I'm
our
excited.
1.5 season.
Yeah.
yeah,
And this will be fun to do that. We have potentially already some guests lined up. There's a really great magazine, arts magazine, that's starting in Grand Prairie.
Yeah,
and
the
they want to
article.
be, they want to be part of the podcast. So we'll get them on season 1.5.
yes,
absolutely.
That would be so fun.
Maybe Gwen could be
Yeah,
1.5.
Gwen in 1.5. Maybe we get Grady on 1.5.
Hey,
and he can
great
teach
idea.
me 1 or 2 things about how to turn the camera on.
Yep.
Or not cut my head off.
Yeah,
Maybe.
right?
Maybe.
Oh, my God. Yeah.
So there's definitely a big future
Yeah.
for where we're going with the podcast. We will be creating all of our social media here soon. We're not quite at that step yet. We've been so focused on getting this part done.
Yeah.
But
The
when
hard
we go
part
to,
is over.
Yeah, when this gets all launched, we'll have all our social media out so people can be a part of that.
Yeah. It's going to be cool.
Yeah, I'm super psyched for 1.5 season in between.
Yeah.
Because I think we'll just be doing a lot of like random, cool, creative stuff in it. You know
I think
what
so. I feel like that might will be our experimental time.
Yeah, like
where
I
we're
just
gonna
imagine
kind of
us running around with
experiment.
the camera.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah, and try
I
some
literally will
weird
run
things.
around with the camera.
Yes,
Like, not even a joke.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I love it.
be warned, you
Yeah.
guys.
Good.
This
I
is our
love it.
unhinged season.
Yes,
1.5.
there we go. Let's go.
There
It's
we
for the
go.
lunatics.
Yeah, for the real oddballs.
If you're a hardcore oddball, tune in.
Yeah.
But all of you should tune in.
Everyone should.
That's
Everyone,
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
ladies,
we
do
did
we
it.
have anything else to?
Parting words.
I think people want to stay
Sorry, the
tuned.
breakdown.
Yeah, please stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1.5 is coming.
And thank you for supporting us, to all of the folks that have supported us through this journey. And there's been lots
yeah.
out there. And we
Many.
want to say thank you to everybody. Thank you to our viewers.
Thank you to TELUS.
Yes, thank you, TELUS.
Yes.
Thank you, Dawson Creek.
Yeah, Dawson Creek has
Yeah.
been awesome.
Fort St. John.
Fort St. John, shout out.
Rolla.
Rolla.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where all of our folks have come from.
We're surrounded.
By
There's
great
literally
people.
good people
Yeah.
in every direction.
It's
Yeah.
weird that this is our last episode, though.
Us, but it's only beginning.
It's only beginning.
We're going into our experimental phase.
Yep.
1.5. Here we go.
1.5.
Woo!
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goodbye,
Thanks for watching.
oddballers.
All right. Thank you to everybody, and we'll see you in 1.5.